Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike, the premier business radio program. I'm your host, Mike King. I appreciate you being with us. We're coming to you from the ESPN studios. It's Mike King Biz Studio here at Summit Media. You can follow me on social platforms, hashtag On the Mic with Mike, as well as Mike King Biz. We'd like to thank you for tuning in. Make sure you take a listen and support our sponsors and advertisers. This is part of the Mike King Biz Radio Network, ESPN Richmond 106.1. The Choice 105.3, International Business Book Radio, CW Richmond, every Wednesday and Friday. We got the man back in the building. We got the cat in the hat. He is Richmond Real Estate Royalty. Welcome back, sir.
Happy to be back. Thanks for having me.
All righty. So now, all right, it's an elevator pitch. Tell everyone who you are and what you do.
Cat in the hat, Eric Morris. I am a real estate agent with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Base Camp. Expect better. We're just happy to help buy and sell real estate in the Central Virginia area and Virginia throughout.
You do real estate different.
I do.
Yes, you do.
I think there's a lifeblood to it, and that's how I go about it. I enjoy everything that makes real estate. It's the people, it's the energy, it's the listings, it's the sales, it's the market.
It's all of the non-glamour work.
Oh my God!
Because everybody think of real estate agents. You guys all dressed up, with the whole. But then we don't see the yard signs, all of the things that go in to getting someone to what's it called, clear to close.
That's it. Yeah.
That's where the money changes hands.
That's when the bag gets dropped.
All righty. Okay, go ahead. Tell me about that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I take it a step further, so they really don't see it because I do the videos.
Yes,
so
you
I
do.
got the suit on. I got this great house behind me, and they see all of that. They see the great house. They see the suit. They see, oh my gosh, this guy is winning. But they don't. They don't see the canvas and the research, doing the comps, the communication with the buyers and sellers. But yeah, it takes all of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Marsh is here with us. How can people find you out there?
They can find me on Instagram at emars007 _ REA.
It would be 007.
The cat and hat. Oh, I'm an agent.
Yes,
I'm an agent.
Yes, there you go. And not a secret agent.
Not a secret agent. Can't be a secret agent. That cat is everywhere.
That cat is everywhere. Let's talk about that building a brand. And you have a brand it's distinct. It's yours.
I agree. Yeah. I think it's very important. You want, and you see the hat. You know what I mean? It kind of, when I was in the Army, right?
Shout out to Alaska up there. You told me the hat story.
Airborne all the way. So, right, we had the red hats on the flight line so that everybody could always find the rigger. You know what I mean? Where's the rigger? Oh, there's the rigger. We've got.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rigger is the guy, the person who packs the parachute for us.
Airborne all the way. And so, same thing now in life. I wear this hat. Everybody knows when they see that hat, they see, oh, I can count on that guy. That guy's got the answer. If he doesn't have the answer, he's gonna find me the answer.
So me, it's sort of the idea of everyone knows that I'm branded. My name is on everything. If somebody sees me without my name on something, they want to know what happened.
All right.
When do people see Agent 007 Eric Marks without the hat? What do they say?
That's funny. They don't say anything because it never happens.
It never happens.
It never happens. I tell you, I make a joke about Clark Kent. And so I used to watch the old Superman.
I love that.
And I used to wonder, all he's doing is putting on a pair of glasses. Everybody knows it's him. And I tell you, I take this hat off and I could walk through and nobody will know it's me.
Put the hat on.
Put the hat on. That's the cat in the hat.
That's the cat in the hat. The cat in the hat. Shout out to friend Jill Chickowicz, who's out there. A Night for Scott is what's coming up. Two and the Stigma is her nonprofit. You're heavily involved in that. Oh yeah, you got to give a shout out to your missus, to her business out there.
Amen. IVS and Vitamin Solutions, the proven advantage. Anytime you need hydration therapy, vitamin therapy, anywhere you're at, reach out to IVS and they'll meet you where you are.
There you go. All righty. So now you have something big that's coming up. Let's talk about what's happening with you out in the world.
Oh, I'm excited. We've got the 4th annual O Roundtree. Instead of Roundtree, we got the O Roundtree Run for Hope 5K. It's the St. Patty's Day 5K.
And you do it different.
I do it different.
Yes, you do. That's right. All right. So tell everybody what this is and what's it for and how's it different.
Oh, it's fantastic. And you actually helped me out with the lead-in because this race is a charity race, right? All of the net proceeds go to benefit 3 charities, and one of the ones that we're working with or donating to is To End the Stigma. To End the Stigma is a resource recovery program. The premier, anytime you have any questions, need any links to recovery resource, that's where you want to go to. And so we're happy to work with them. And they've got a Night for Scott coming up.
Night for Scott.
I'm excited about that. We're also giving to JDRF.
Okay.
All right, helping with type 1 diabetes. The premier research, there's still no cure, so every amount helps to work towards that cure. And Fit for Kids, we work on Fit for Kids, and that's a charity here.
I don't know if I've not heard of that.
Okay.
Fit for Kids.
Well, that's good. That's good. They're actually more so in the schools, and what they do is work to provide nutritious, well-balanced meals and education for children, as well as fitness. They set fitness goals and working towards a healthier younger population.
All righty. And when is the run?
The run is March 18th, 2023, 9:00 a.m. You don't want to miss it. We've got some heavy hitters. We get some good times at that race.
You do.
Can I tell you a little more about the race?
No, come on, man. That's why you're here.
So what I want to make sure that the people know about is why I'm so excited about this year's race, the 4th annual. What that represents to me is just a big thank you to the community of Roundtree. They're the big sponsors. They support with all of their efforts, and then the neighbors as well. We went through quite a few things, right? We went through COVID. The last race that we had, everyone was a hero because we were making through COVID. Now I think we all need a little bit of luck to get to where we are right now.
Okay, so now what are we this time?
And so this is St. Patty's Day 5K. Get your luck on, you know what I mean? And so everybody got the green on. Everybody's gonna be greened out. We've got the pot of gold leprechaun hats, and we get some good times out there. So what this race represents is commitment. We started this race 4 and some change years ago, not knowing what it would become. And the numbers have grown progressively each year. We're expecting a big number of participants this year. We've got a band, we've got food trucks, we've got great prizes for the winners, we've got great sponsors. I'm excited.
When did you know you had something with the Roundtree run?
Because
I remember when you were out there a couple of years ago, and when did you know that this thing is going to be it?
I think I knew when I saw the response from the residents, because I knew I had the energy to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And anything that you want, if that energy is behind it and you've got it in your head that it's gonna work, then I haven't seen it. I haven't seen an opportunity yet that didn't come to fruition with that kind of energy. And so when I saw the response from the community and how they were given and they showed up, I was like, we have something, because if I keep bringing it each year, they're gonna keep bringing it, and it's only gonna grow.
One of my king here, Eric Morris, the cat in the hat. 2 guys who jumped out of perfectly good airplanes.
Airborne.
There we go. Oh, that's right. And so when we talk about knowing that you had something or coming through tough times, we think about in the Army when you're like, and think about when you went to jump school. And ladies and gentlemen, jump school is when you learn how to jump out of an airplane.
For sure.
And you have the 3 weeks going. When the person didn't want to do it anymore, we never saw them again.
No.
When they dropped, they were gone.
We don't have time for that. We
do not have time for that because we're trying to hold on to our best abilities. Talk to a business owner about going through tough times when, man, you're like trying to close a deal. It's not working. What do you do?
That's a good question. I start with prayer. I'm big on prayer. That's where I get my answers from. That's where I get my beginning and my end. And once I do that, I start to lean on support. I think with a lot of people, and has been echoed over the past couple of years, especially after going through COVID and coming out stronger than we went in, I think a lot of people are getting more comfortable with asking for help. And so that's a big key element. So when I found myself in those situations, because I've been there, are you kidding me? We're about to close in 3 days. Wait, what? We're not closing? It's not like I wasn't expecting that money. That check was spent.
That check was drawn already.
So what I do, I go back to my broker and I say, John, I go to someone who's been through this before, 26 years over, so that when I talk to him, he can assure me that, Eric, this is part of it. We'll get through this. And that's how you get through those situations. I don't think you get through it by yourself anymore. I think there was a time where people thought that they could figure it out on their own, but I think we're not an island.
COVID did sort of help us because everything slowed down and everything came to a stop. So what you learned coming through COVID, where you just said you learned about not being on your own, there's a team from a business standpoint. What else did you learn?
I also learned that we had, and that's why I'm so again excited about this race and it being part of a commitment, because there were plenty of races that started 4.5 years ago.
It
And
ain't around no more.
they're not around. They're not around no more because they didn't sustain. So what I learned is that you have to remain positive even when things around you are not looking so positive, because somebody may be counting on that.
There you go. You do things different. Eric Morris, the cat in the hat. As you said, we never see you without the hat. That hat is everywhere. That hat is over there dropping your daughter off over in Blacksburg. That hat is everywhere.
It's all that.
It's a trademark. It's your brand.
It is. It is.
It's your brand. All right.
And I'm okay with it.
Well, you know what? Clearly, you're selling houses. You've been doing it. So you are one of the best around. Talk to a person about establishing their brand, their thing.
I think it all comes to being true to what you are, right? I just really believe that. I think, and that's what I like about real estate, is that there are so many different ways and avenues that one can be successful. Everybody's not the friendliest, everybody's not the funniest, everybody's not as video savvy, everybody can't, but there are avenues for everyone to be successful. And I think that what you want to do is accentuate your positives. Find out what your positives are and then accentuate those. And I tell you, there's a niche or a group out there that will support that. So once you do that, then you got to work it. Don't be afraid to work it. Like, I do some things that people say may seem as corny or whatever the case may be, but that's part of the thing. I've got to be okay with myself. You know what I mean? And then you got to be okay with yourself and your brand and say, look, this is me. This is my brand. Good, bad, ugly, I've embarrassed my kids over it.
Oh, it's no question.
Yeah.
It is no question, because people think that, already, I've done enough. And I tell you, if you think self-promotion, do some more.
That's it.
You lucky I'm not Don King up in here with telling people, yo, Mike King is the best business radio program, and that's what you're saying out there. Alrighty, one last time, how can people find information about the run? Because you're gonna be back again with this one.
That's it. I can't wait to come back, and we're gonna talk sponsors and all of that as well. So you can find it on Facebook at the Roundtree Run for Hope. And you can also find it on Instagram with the same name and moniker. And there you will also be able to register for the race. Do not forget to register.
Oh, that's right. Register for the race. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Morris, the cat in the hat, is here with us on the mic of Mike. To say you can follow us on all the social platforms. Mike King Biz on the mic of Mike RVA is where you find us. Please take a listen to our sponsors and advertisers. They help us stay on the air. Microphone ain't free, plus my grandkids need stuff. So make sure you sponsor them. Buy stuff from on the mic of Mike. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks now. Take care.